In this video, I'll be discussing the level 68 World BAM Betsael. I'll be showing you a map of his locations where you can find him, and I'll also be discussing certain tips about getting to hunting level 60 if you happen to be working on that for the Shiny Gold title. And at the end of the video, you'll have an opportunity to see the different enchanting material drops that he provides for you. I've been hunting the World BAMs on Tera since it first launched on console a few years ago. This map shows you the areas where I typically find Betsael on a very regular basis. You can pause the video, take a screenshot, whatever you want to do. Everything that follows after this is me fighting Betsael, giving some tips on how to get extra hunting point levels if you're working on hunting level 60. And if you are only here to look at the map, then you can go ahead and stop watching the video now. Otherwise, continue to enjoy the video. If you're hunting for the level 68 World BAM Betsael, that's him walking around right behind me, the big red Fimberless. If you happen to be hunting level 68 World BAMs for the hunting levels, because you're going for level 60 to get that Shiny Gold title, then I'm going to break down my points really quickly, because I've been trying to do point values for all these World BAMs. And I'm at level 13. I currently have 13 points towards a grand total of 24 that I need for level 14, which means I need a grand total of 1,311 to my next level. Now I'll need that number so that when I get to the next level and see how many points that is, I can add the two together. Anytime you're hunting anything and you're trying to get up hunting levels, but you would like to know point values of things, you know which things to focus on, just use that method. Look at what your current points are, how many you need to the next level, and then add whatever you get even if you go up to another level. Now I'm currently running, I'm just going to grab this real quick. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm using a Hunting Boost level 2, which I purchased from the Tera store. You just go to consumables, contents, level booster 7 days package, and you will receive all 4 of these items, so you get 2 times experience points for PvP level, adventure level, hunting level, and living level. I'm currently using the hunting level. Now you don't actually need to buy any of these things. You don't need elite. Actually, just show you real quick though what the bonus is for elite. Elite gold, it increases hunting XP by 100%. And the same with silver, it's also 100%, and the same with bronze, it's also 100%. So whether you have bronze, silver, or gold, you still get the same boost for your hunting experience points. Okay, and I think I am ready. Let's go ahead and attack him. And I am playing with my Lancer only because I have so many of my other characters already have the Shiny Gold title, so I want to make sure you can actually see the experience point values. But of course, if you're already level 60, the experience point values are more. Granted, there's 4 categories. My Lancer I had gotten to level 65 a couple of years ago when they came out with the Apex skills. I went ahead and ran them through that. And lately, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been working on her life level. I'm going to get her to life level 60 for Shiny Gold title, as opposed to hunting level 60. So I haven't really played her much. When I logged in earlier, I think she had a grand total of like 71 hours played total in the game. And again, that was from just getting rid of level 65 and the Apex thing, and then doing a whole lot of enchanting and upgrading of equipment and accessories and things like that. Because I had to turn average level 40 something for the life level. So I don't normally play her. But like I said, I wanted to get that to do. So, and because I'm a casual solo player, you know, I have a career, I feel like friends, so I like to spend time with and all that sort of thing. I don't put a lot of time and effort into video games, but I do enjoy playing certain ones whenever I do have time. Just relax and enjoy myself and forget about all the stress and pressures of real life and all the responsibilities and stuff like that. So you will see me get knocked down several times and all that, but I don't really care because my other side of the is not as far as I understand. Now when you see him do that triangle attack there, and then he did that yell or spit or something, that attack can stun you. So of course if you're a DPS or a healer, you want to try to avoid that attack, get out of the way. And if you're a tank, then you gotta block it there. That one right there, that triangle shape, that'll give you a serious stun if he hits you with it. If you don't block it or evade it. Now he's backing up to do a special run where he does this little double swing thing. And this keyhole looking attack, that's just a looping attack. And so he did that. He started in the ground part and went toward the rectangular part. And this is a claw swiping attack. You can see that shape where it's coming in. Claw spiking on both claws. And when you see that shape, that's just a single claw smack. Get the stun attack. That keyhole shape I'm talking about. Okay, you see him going, you see how he ran past me to get to this particular spot? And he does spit. You can see those yellow circles there. Spit at what comes up. You just saw him, and I mentioned it. He was over on the other side of the road, and then he came kind of running back to this spot and went right past him. Didn't even pay attention. That's because with any of these level 68 world bands, and I think it pretty much applies to pretty much any boss you're fighting anywhere in the game. They have a spawn spot. So I know where I found him right about here when I first showed up. That was where he spawned. I'm going to get out of the way. I just want you to see the shape of that one. He started in the circle. It was a really long thing. He will rush to the other end, but then he comes back. There's that keyhole again where he does the jump. But the one I was just talking about, he also comes back. So once he goes down to the other end, don't think you're safe to run into the red that you just left, because he's coming right back at it. You'll get smashed. Oh, but what I was talking about, when he ran past me and went back to his spawn spot, and it applies to pretty much any boss you fight anywhere in this game. Definitely watch out for level 68 dwarf bands. If they get too far away from where they originally spawned, they would do exactly what he did. They would just turn and run back to where they first started. Now, if they haven't gone too far, not too big of a deal, because we just have to run and catch up to them and start fighting them again. However, if they get too far from the start point, like you keep fighting them and you keep backing away from where you originally found them, if they get to a certain point beyond the start point, then they will rush back to the start point really fast. It looks like a cartoon when they're doing that. And they will reset. So their HP will be back to 100% when you go and catch back up to them. Of course, you want to avoid that as much as possible, because I know from personal experience, when you get one of the world bands level 68 down to 20 or 25% of their health, and then you accidentally lure them too far away from the spawn spot, and then they suddenly end up resetting and they're starting all over again from scratch because they're back to 100% HP. That just really sucks. So try not to do that. Watch out for it. you know, fight around kind of in a circle or whatever you got to do to try to stay as close to the original spawn spot where you found them as possible. At least don't let them go too far, because again, you do not want them to go so far away that they rush back to their original spawn spot and then reset to 100% HP. So then you got to do everything all a lot of extra work. And you have to send your boss swipe. And here goes the swipe that's semicircle keyhole thing. When he does that keyhole attack like that, where the red looks like a keyhole, you'll notice his claw was actually stuck in the ground for a couple of seconds. When you see him getting ready to do that attack, if you have a special attack you're holding off on because it takes a long time to charge or whatever, you do get a little extra time to hit him. Simply because his claw does get stuck when he does that attack where the red looks like a keyhole. Double claw swipe again. And of course I'm not that great at explaining all the different attacks. There's the keyhole, watch it. Oh, that wasn't the keyhole, so that's the single claw swipe. I'm not that great at explaining all the different attacks we've got to do, but watching the video, you can see what's going on, what kind of attacks are doing, what the boss swipe comes from. Okay, and Betsael is now dead, and I have gone to hunting level 14. So, those of you who are watching because you're working on your hunting levels to get to 60 for that shiny gold title, what I just did was... Alright, so I needed 1311 to get to level 14, and then I got an extra 1189 beyond that. So I just have to add those two numbers together. Okay, 1, 9, 10, 10, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2,500 points, and that's with Elite status activated and the Hunting Boost 2 activated. Of course, you can do the reverse math if you want to figure out if you don't have those boosts, but what I actually always recommend is just don't even pay attention to my numbers. You want to know the numbers based on whatever boost you do or do not have. Best thing to do is just be sure you look at your current XP before you attack one of these monsters, and then as soon as you kill them, go in and look and see what your points are and just do the math, and that way you'll know what the point values are. And I do it that way because I want to go for the highest point values when I'm going for new hunting levels. Now in her case, I'm actually working life level. I got her up to 43. I'm just using her for these videos for hunting. Because so many of my other characters already have shiny gold titles, I wouldn't be able to show you the XP thing. So that's how that part works. And then for those of you who are here because you're curious about what kind of drops you get from the level 68 world BAMs, I'll let my pet, and you can just start looking at the enchanting drops you get. All 6 of the level 68 world BAMs give you similar, basically about the same enchanting drops with little differences. And that's basically it for the video. If you're not waiting to see what drops you get, then you can go ahead and just stop the video now. And if you want to see the full show of what drops you're going to get from Betsael here, then you can go ahead and just keep watching. And if you're tuning out, then happy hunting. Okay, he's done gathering. Oh, I see a design etching sand 3. That's actually a rare drop. You do not get the higher level etching designs every time, but once in a while you'll get them. So that's a rare extra drop. And you saw the rest of them. Those are all typical of what you're going to get pretty much every time you kill one of the level 68 WBAMs, with some slight differences, especially when you're looking at like which of the Titans things they drop, like Titan's Peace or Titan's Fire or whatever they're all called. There'd be some minor differences, but they're all pretty much the same. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and happy hunting.